Happy Monday, everyone. Let's play in some makeup. I got tagged in this look right here. So we're gonna recreate this by Spencer. It's so pretty. It's like this smoked out underneath lash line of spiciness. I don't know. It was all in my DM, so let's recreate it. Using our Juvia's Place. I will say this one is gonna need to be shaken. So if you don't shake it, it is going to separate. That's perfectly normal, but just make sure you shake it up really well, and then I'll just put a little bit on the back of my hand. Oh, and we don't have Jean, we have Jazzy today. She's so little. My granny. She's my vintage granny girl. Still quite snuggly though. So let's grab an Anissa Beauty eye treatment brush and we'll just start to pile this on. Notice that I'm pressing. I do a lot of pressing with makeup. I feel for so long we were taught windshield wiper motions, but pressing is just going to make everything very even. Same with your foundation, same with your eyeshadow. It's really about working product into the skin. And as I'm working this in, did you see that we hit 700K? My goodness, I cannot believe we are such a big, happy family. We're growing. This is so much fun. I'm having so much fun doing the product reviews, chatting with all of you. This is just amazing. It's amazing. Since I do have so many new supporters lately, I want to kind of talk through my techniques. I feel I never want to repeat myself too much, but there's so many of you now. I never set my eyeshadow base, so we're not going to set it. No setting. Setty, me no likey. Don't set it. It seems that the lid and the crease are pretty soft, so I'm just going to grab this little quad here from ColourPop. This is cream soda. I do have a code for ColourPop. It's Rose. We reviewed these last week and they're amazing. Also, most of my brushes are prototypes, but stay tuned. So we're just going to go ahead and start to press. Notice how I'm pressing that into that eyeshadow base. We're not going to have any patchiness. That's what's going to set it. It's not going to crease. It will crease until you set it, and that's what we're doing right now. And the reason I don't set it with any powder before is you're going to get the most pigment if you press this shadow into that tacky base. Now we're going to pick up this shade. If you guys ever notice, I never tap my brushes. You will never hear that. When I go in here, I'm being very deliberate. I'm just pressing and grabbing the exact amount of eyeshadow that I want. So now we're just going to take this and press this above and transition that. I have to go back, but I'm pretty sure that the lid is a little bit defined. Not quite a cut crease, but it's quite defined. Also, I need you to trust the process through here and through here. I'm going to show you how I fix it. So I'm just going to take whatever's left on my brush and just kind of go over the lid and see where we're at. It looks like the lid and the crease are all the same color. Just again, I'm pressing that. So I'm already going to start on skin because this is basically done. I don't like to do my eyeshadow before my foundation. Fallout isn't my favorite. I wouldn't have had much fallout with this, but it's such a habit for me at this point. I will show you, since we're still going to be dealing with black eyeshadow in a second, I'll show you how I'm going to work around it, but I do want to, let's just start the face. I'm talking too much. I like makeup. Today we're going to do the Rare Beauty. This is the new Pore Diffusing Primer. I'm just going to do one pump of that. I'm really liking this primer a lot. So I like to start in the center. This one's a lot more mattifying and blurring. So I'm kind of going to avoid my under eye. But I'm going to start in the center, and then kind of with whatever's left on my brush, I'll just kind of pull it through here lightly. But I focus most of it through the center. So I'm going to do my Milani cream to powder, but then I'm also going to top it with this powder. I feel like that's going to make it more full coverage. I'm not one that does the heavy full coverage like Spencer. I think it's absolutely beautiful, but it's never been what I like to do. I love my eye makeup to just kind of be the focus. I don't mind if a few of my little freckles here kind of peek through. So we're going to be using this. I love this. It's a party you're going to want to go to. But I will say that I apply it different. So I don't like to take my big dense foundation brush and run it in here. So I'm just going to grab another brush. This is a Anissa Beauty eye treatment brush. Just grab a smaller brush, and then what I do is I kind of just work it in on one side. Somewhere in the chaos is my foundation brush, and I'll just start to press That in. If I was to go in here like that, that's just going to get way too much. So a smaller brush is going to pick up the right amount. I switched to this brush for application, only for the TikTok. It just does that TikTok swipe. We'll call it the TikTok swipe. But I'm still going to press it in with my Anissa Pinnacle Foundation brush. Now get ready to clean up through here. While we're on the subject, Milani, if you see this, please give us more shades. We need more shades. We love this, but we need more shades. Now let's go ahead and fix this. All we need is a short, dense shadow brush, any kind of little tiny brush that's going to fit through here. I'm going to grab the smallest amount. You can hardly even see it on there. I'm going to start here and I'm going to take it through here. Notice that it's already cleaning it up. I like to take it across the very top part. It even blends my eyeshadow. We'll take it there, and then what we're doing now is just kind of making sure all of that eyeshadow base is nice and covered up. So you can see that that just really lifted everything because I'm taking it here, and then I'm taking it here. This trick is also really good if you have any kind of crepiness on your eyes, because I do. If you really want your under eyes to look a little extra coverage, a little extra spicy, a little extra done up, grab some peach corrector. If you're in my skin tone, you'll want bisque to peach, then it goes to orange, and then it goes to red. I have an entire IGTV covering every skin tone on color correcting. Please check that out. If you're in my skin tone range, this guy right here. So we're just going to take the smallest amount, and I'm just going to press it here. Anywhere I see blue and purple. So instead of piling on a ton of white or very light concealer, this is going to give us the most awake, even under eye. Wait for it. Just wait. Just put on your makeup seatbelts. We're going to grab our concealer. This one's my fave at the moment, the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I'm just going to apply a little bit through there, the normal spots. I mean, look at this already blended over here. Wait till we put the powder on it. But I am going to press this in, and I'm using my Anissa Beauty Angle Concealer brush. So this is definitely even more full coverage than I usually do, but not all the way. So now, wait for it. This is the Givenchy powder that I always use. Just a puff from Amazon. Even that out. Press that in. There you go. Look at that. So I know even if we have dark circles, I know a lot of you are thinking, Rose, you do not have very dark circles at all. It's not about piling on a lot of that concealer. It's not about this. It's not about a lighter concealer. It's really about just a nice, even color corrector underneath. So that little bit of peach just made it look like I have piled on tons of concealer. But if you were to see this in person, it would look so smooth, never heavy, and never cakey. I'm going to do powders for the rest of my face. I have a couple things I need to do after this, and I cannot be sitting here cream contouring, but I'm going to go ahead and set it. And this is the Milani powder that I posted yesterday, and I'm going to go ahead and press this in. This is just going to add some more coverage. Ben is texting me right now, and it's all I can do to not bust up laughing about him texting me about a goose, an actual goose. I knew I was going to like this. This is so pretty on top. Yesterday, if you want the wear test, it's on my TikTok. I will post it here if you don't have TikTok. But if you do, you can hop over there and see it. But I wore it all day yesterday. Look at that. So much coverage, yet it feels like nothing's on my face. Alright, now we're getting to the good part. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this by Mario pencil. This is my favorite black eye pencil in the whole wide world. This is my second one. We're going to really make sure we push it into our lash line. Ooh, we are transformed. Another reason I love this one is because I can kind of take this little brush, the other end, and just kind of make sure I'm really pulling it into my lashes. If we have any kind of separation between my waterline and my lashes, that is not going to be cute. And then I'm just going to take it and wing it from underneath my lash line. Now we're not going to connect it. There we go. And we're just going to start to smudge. We need to add some more black eyeshadow. We're going to take that puff. We're going to grab just a very small brush here. This is a MAC 228S. And I'm going to press it into the liner. And if we have any fallout, it's just going to go right on our puff. I forgot to tell you, we're going to do our top waterline as well. There we go. Still testing out my mascara. You guys are going to know about it very soon. And then let's find some half lashes. So he had lashes that basically did this. Gives you a really elongated eye. I'm actually going to use this Velour Lashes glue just so I can add a little bit more depth. This is a lash glue, so it's a lash glue and a liner. We need to do this on TikTok. I feel like this needs its moment. Okay, so place that. This one dries almost instantly. Then I just cut up a pair of lashes and we'll just kind of glue them to the outer part here. It's going to grab it pretty fast. Perfect. Now let's take our first shadow, and I just have a little tiny brush, and we'll just kind of soften these edges. You're not really going to get it fall out now. Just kind of softening this, and I'm also going to kind of take it through here and extend. I'm not using this today because I've already said everything, but I was just told that it restocked. All of the shades are restocked. The Soul Beauty Face and Body Bronzer, you know I love it. Don't forget code ROSE for a discount. I'm going to grab my Gucci bronzer. It's a little bit easier. Just warm. I mean, look at that already. A little bit of this goes a long way. So many of you got this in the sale and you guys are all loving it. Warms my heart. And of course we need a ton of bottom lash mascara. Let's make it a little messy. In the picture, it looks like she has that kind of Kylie blush placement where you place it pretty high underneath your eye. I'm using this one from Cosmetics. It's so pretty. So we'll just apply it through here and across the nose. A quick way to do the Kylie blush technique is to kind of go heavy, take your foundation brush, nothing on it, whatever's left, and just kind of press it in. But only kind of press it in closer to the eye. Video, he uses this right here, the Makeup Forever Starlit Diamond Powder in 101. Double checking that. I use these all the time. I was using these almost every day for quite some time. I call this the floating lanterns technique. It's so pretty. You kind of do a complete matte eyeshadow and then you just top it with, this isn't a glitter, it's more of a shimmer dust. I'm going to outline this part. If you guys want to do this extended cat eye, this is the liner to do it with. It's bent and it's so easy to use. This one's from Shiseido. Honestly, it just changes this. I'm going to do a warm pink nude lip. I'm going to start with this. This is Wherever Walnut Artist Color Pencil, Makeup Forever. This one's very close to my actual lip color. Now we're going to grab this Makeup Forever lipstick. This is in Inspiring Petal, I believe. The last step I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this little, see this little guy? If you don't have him, get him. It's from Reveal Beauty. It's this little mini lash curler. And I'm going to make sure that my natural lashes are nice and pressed in with the falsies. And then I kind of want to curl the ends to make sure they're nice and lifted. I ran out of room again. I could add freckles. I'm not going to add freckles. I'm not going to add freckles. I'm not. And this look was inspired by Painted by Spencer. Make sure you're following him if you're not already. I'm sure you are. Hope you guys enjoyed today's tutorial. I filmed a little mini tutorial for it and I'll post that here later. Let me get pictures, and of course I'm going to be posting all of the makeup details. This is why I am the way I am. Look at what I even do to myself. What? I'm a maniac. You guys, with all of my heart, 700K, here we are. You guys are so wonderful. So many amazing things coming I can't tell you about right now, but thank you for being here on this wild makeup journey with me.